Greetings YouTube. Today I'll be talking about the Inova X1. This is a single LED flashlight, push button, aluminum body, but it has a steel bezel around the button and a steel bezel here around the lens. It's got a little bit of durability to it. It's got a nice heft to it, single AA battery. While it is got texture here for holding it, I mean, these flats help make it useful in your hand. It rolls like a son of a gun. But it does sit like this on a shelf quite easily. It's how I store it. Because the button is proud, it is not going to candle. Boom. But it has a temporary on and off. Or you take it and you twist it. Now it's on all the time. So you could, like that. Or you can turn it off. And then you can still turn it on and off like that. Is a temporary thing. Because of that, this is not something I would recommend you putting into a bag or a pocket. This doesn't take a lot of energy to depress it, and you are going to end up setting that up. Now you could take it out a little further and it won't do anything. So you can make it relatively safe in that regard, and it takes a fair amount of resistance. Not a huge amount, but a fair amount of resistance to get it to go back in. So as long as you have it in the safe mode, it would be okay for a pocket or bag. But if you put it into the temporary mode so you can just reach in and grab it and use it, that's going to be a problem. So I think you're going to drain your battery somewhat severely. I picked this up simply because I got it on sale, I think, and I'm an Inova fan. I'm going to put it in my collection. I had carried the Inova X5 for a decade, and I recently stopped carrying it. And so I wanted to look at the X1. There's a couple of other Inova flashlights that I don't have that eventually I'd like to add to my collection. But this was a nice one. I kind of like it. It's got a nice feel, good size. I think it's a little bit big for keychain, but it has a really nice lanyard holding there. I think you could probably even get a piece of 550 through there if you really wanted to. It's a nice size. That's kind of impressive. But overall, a good performer. Just that button to me is very problematic, and I think that's an issue. I don't know if does this thing have O-rings. It has an O-ring. Excellent. So there you go. That's an O-ring. O-rings are always good because it makes it weather resistant, if not weatherproof. There we go. So the Inova X1, overall a decent design with a flaw in the butt cap, in my opinion.